This program is rated G. It is suitable for all audiences.
Open our minds for a nation, know our culture through imagination.
Let us grab some inspiration, literature from the past generation.
Literacultura,
Literacultura, literacultura, literacultura.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these months you want to meet.
Yeah, when my world is falling apart, when there's no light to break up the dark, that's when I look at you.
Tell me something, toy. Are you happy in this modern world?
Not to the add to the no, no, no. My name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go, you need to let it go, you need to let it go. Not to the add to the no, no, no.
Saan na to patungo? Di ko na kasi alam. Okay, enough with this. Let's go to our purpose. Hi mga Ka-Cooltos! I am Juan de la Cruz, the one that will make your day more interesting and fun.
At ako naman to si Natoy, ang Totoy Bibo ng Hagonoy. Lo, asa ka? Kaelita?
And this is Literacultura.
Knowing our culture through literature.
On this episode, we are going to meet one of the most famous writers in our generation. And she is the one and only Miss Kulani Literatura.
Kulani? Interesting. Isn't it the one that protects our blood and the one that sala our blood to fight infections?
No, Nato, it is the other way around. To make it more clear to us, let's know more about Miss Kulani, shall we?
I am Miss Kulani Literatura, a famous author from this current century where everything changed in just one snap. I am not born in the period of past to detail everything that happened, but I am born where the books narrated to me the first and last page of the former time. As an author, I know how a certain story changed and how it is created by imagination and experience of every author. Through my majestic hands and mind, I wrote something that will blow your perspective and knowledge. This is something that brought us the influence of the foreign people in our literature. I chose the piece where I could fly back from the present to past, not just me, but also the people who will read my book. It is not just my story. It is the story of the truth behind the thick pages of the history book. Let your flesh naked eyes to see how literature gave us light from its revealing darkness.
Don Carlos Palanca Memorial Awards for Literature, or what people usually refer to as the Pulitzer Prize of the Philippines, is the country's highest literary honor in terms of prestige. I am Florentina Rodriguez, and I am thankful that I was able to ease the heavy weight of my emotions that the martial law has brought me through this piece, despite the depression and thirst for freedom and serenity that people have during this time. My poem that led me to this one-in-a-million experience is entitled Ang Sariwang Hangin ang Nilalasap na Hangarin, where it portrayed people wanting to breathe fresh air over the so-called pollution that they are dealing with.
I am Emilaco, a journalist from the Liberation period. I used to have a lot of interview sessions and press conferences with prominent people during this period. One of the most memorable interviews that I had is the one wherein Mr. Rojas is having his pledge as a newly elected President of the Republic of the Philippines. Journalistic and literary criticism emerged at this time, and that is why I have the freedom to express and serve my country as a journalist.
Minasan konnichiwa, I'm Yumiko Hayashi, half Filipino and half Japanese. I never met my Japanese father way back when I was born. As what my nanay told me, my dad is a soldier, but the worst one. He removes my nanay's dignity and the reason why I'm living. I grew up speaking Tagalog, but as a half Japanese Filipino, I'm still interested in my Japanese side. That is why I'm trying to learn Nihongo, and more especially their literatures, because through writing, I'm able to express my feelings freely. And now, I have a lot of collections of my haikus and tanakas, and all written in Tagalog.
Dear Liwayway, I would like... oh, hello there. After the Spanish and American War, the Americans introduced their language, English. This period made us bilingual. Themes were mainly focused on nationalism and patriotism. Another fact is that there is a popular magazine named Liwayway in this period. Fun fact, I learned 3 languages, Spanish, Filipino, and English.
The roar of the lightning bolts of gunfire prevailed in our town. A massive chaos, screams of the people asking for help, and a relentless massacre to seek justice to our fellow men. I am Ciliana Abanza, the woman who got caught by the civil guards by the reading the mind opener piece. Noli me tangere to our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal of the revolutionary period, wherein our rights of getting information of the state of our motherland are neglected.
Yo soy Fernando Burgos. Vivo durante la colonización española. Nací en una familia de clase media y cada domingo solíamos ir a la iglesia. La doctrina cristiana es un libro importante para la enseñanza del cristianismo para nosotros, y crecí tener ese libro durante toda mi vida.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre, venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo.
La religión es una parte enorme en nuestras vidas. Tenemos reglas para obedecer, responsabilidades para hacer y compromisos para mantener. También afecta a la literatura en la que se centra el catolicismo. Pero no tengo en contra. Puramente abrace a mi religión. Doctrina cristiana contiene todas las cosas básicas para aprender católico romano. También se lo conoce como el primer libro publicado aquí en nuestro país.
Abisala, I am Rahadatu Puti Mukhasin Kilig. Let me show you our period where literature is colorful, fun, and interesting, where we write our pieces on bamboos and rocks. Our writing is in the form of Ali Bata. We were not just focused on writing, but also speaking. We tell stories through the use of our mouth. Ashte mashte lesnum Philippines. Abisala Eshma. May peace be kept throughout the Philippines. Thank you.
And that is how I made my own time machine, to visualize how the history of our country affects the writing skill of every Filipino author. I can see the glowing love and appreciation in their eyes, but I am happier to see how grateful they are because of what we have right now. The freedom of our nation, the broad and dominant literature. Without those fearless people who fought to deserve right for us, the situation right now will be the same from its beginning. We should send our gratefulness to them through choosing our own works and stabilizing them. In that way, we will learn to step forward from their footprints. I know this is something that you woke up from the night where they keep unlocking you to stay from it. I hope this is all the time that you won't close your eyes forever. This should be the time that you dare to open your eyes in order to find the light to enlighten our clouded mind. Once again, I am Miss Kulani Literatura, and this is our ironic and heroic story.
What? Hala? Finish na.
Great! I guess you learned something from this day, my friend.
Yes, of course. Me and Kulani has the same thoughts about literature. Advanced kasi ako mag-isip, unlike you.
Well, good for you, but how come that you are not on the same position as Miss Kulani has?
Ouch. Ouch. That's nakakasakit Pero I have to endure the pain. Buti na lang, na-recommend sa akin ni Doc ang Sensodyne. Now I enjoy eating without the fear of pangingilo.
I'm a bit confused with that. I thought you were a globally competitive individual.
Oh, that's sad. Aren't you informed that universally competitive na ako?
Well, if that's your view, I have no something to do with that. How about you, mga Ka-Cooltos? What did you learn from this episode? Isn't it interesting and fun?
Feel free to post your thoughts sa ating Facebook page It will be flashed on the screen now na. At malay mo, you will be the next one na mag-feature sa ating next episode.
Stay tuned for our next episode of Literacultura, where we will go to know our culture through literature.
That's all for today, mga Ka-Cooltos. Pasensya na kayo God bless. Kasi I cannot handle my co-host anymore. Kasi I'm bleeding to the nose na. Pero bleeding aside, always remember that social distancing is the kind of consideration where two personalities is not combined. Thank you, everything.
That's all. Stay at home and stay safe.
This program would like to thank the following sponsors. Mema Plus Gold, lamang ang may gold memories. Lola Romedhors, lakas tama para sa lamig. Hanabishi Appliances, life made herself uneasy. Koji-san Kudasai Shippuden, no more secrets, dedebayo. Malaska, wala pa rin tatalo sa Malaska. BDO Junction, we found ways. In partnership with Batang Tomas and Friends, tara, ambag, Art for a Cause charity organization. Region 3 peer facilitators empowering the youth, creating leaders and championing health. And Senior High School Department of Don Honor Ventura State University, Soar High, Senior High.
Pasensya na kayo God bless. I cannot handle my co-host.
No, Nato, it is the other way around. No, Nato. For this episode of Literacultura, we will...
Kailangan natin to.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So, closing spill na at hindi ko pa rin alam yung script.
Our blood and the one that caused it.
Miss Kulani, shall we?
Yes. Chinchay.
Yay! Oh my G, bakit ganito? Okay, moving on. Open our minds for our nation. No, we're